Welcome again to another Western Mahjong tutorial. Do press the like and subscribe button so that you'll know when the next video drops or when the handcrafted teakwood Mahjong racks goes on sale. Today's tutorial will cover the purity hand, which is the last of the 3 hands which will require you to calculate your score. A purity hand is made up of all one suit, as you can see on the rack here. It is made up of pongs and kongs and a pair, and you may include only one chow in this hand. And again, just like the all honor hand, if you play it all concealed including the last tile, it is a concealed mahjong hand and you do get 2 extra doubles at the end of it. Now, in this example we have a pongs of 9 circles, a pong of 7 circles, a pong of 6 circles, and a pair of 5 and 2 circles awaiting for the last tile. So at this point, I would already be fishing. Now, if the last tile I were to pick up is a 4, I cannot mahjong. So now I have a decision to make. I can either discard that 4 or discard the 2 to wait for a chow. But in this case, like I've said before, when you play a chow, your scores get considerably lower. So I would go on to discard the 4 and wait for one of these tiles to come along. Now, if I happen to pick up a 5, then I would go mahjong and I would calculate the score. So assuming this is my final hand and they're all concealed, let's calculate the score. Okay, so for scoring wise, this is an all concealed hand, including the last tile which I drew from the mahjong wall myself. So this is a 5 circle, this is a 6 circle and 7 circles. So they all are the lesser tiles. If you look at paragraph B, they are pongs of tiles 2 to 8. So for concealed, there are 4 points each. So this is 4, 8, 12. This circle of 9 pongs, it is under pong of tiles 1 to 9, winds and dragons under paragraph B. It is a concealed pong, so that has got a score of 8. So this gives me a total of 20. 4, 8, 12 plus 8 is 20. And I don't really need to calculate the 2 points because a 20, even with an additional 2 points, I would still round it down to 20. So my basic score is 20. I will add 20 points for going mahjong as per paragraph D. So 20 plus 20 is 40. So I will take a 4 to indicate 40. And then I will calculate my score by going to paragraph G. Now, a purity gives you 3 doubles. 1, 2, 3. 3 doubles, okay? And then if you read number 1 of the 3 doubles for purity, it says that you go down the list E for numbers 2 and 6. Now, number 2 at paragraph E states all pongs and kongs and no chows. So here, since they're all pongs and there's no chows, you get 1 double. And number 6 states each of the owner's flowers. Since I do not have any flower, so I don't get that extra double, right? So you can see that if you play purity, if you have a flower tile, or for that matter, if you play an ordinary mahjong hand, whether it's purity, ordinary mahjong, or an all honor hand, any flower tiles gives you more points automatically. So it makes sense to play any of these hands if you have many flower tiles to start with. The only difference for purity is that you cannot use winds and dragons. So that lessens your score a little bit from that aspect. But if you keep to all pongs, you get to maximize your scores. But the moment you do a chow, let's say this set is a chow, you do not get any score from this. So your final score would be less 4 points, which means in this particular hand is 16. So it's good that 16 rounds off to 20 anyway, So even with this, with the chow, you still get a basic 20 points. Plus 20 for going mahjong, so you still get 40, but you do not get that extra double for paragraph E number 2, all pongs and kongs and no chows, because you do have a chow, so you have one lesser double for your score. With that, we've completed the last of the 3 hands that will require you to score. They were the Ordinary Mahjong hand, All Honor hand, and the Purity hand. Do keep your score sheet handy when you're playing these hands. Till next tutorial, happy Mahjong!